Hello and welcome to the JCOM Music Podcast. I'm your host for the episode, Lanie Zajecka, and today we will tackle the question, does all pop music sound the same? Now, if you've ever thought to yourself that all pop music sounds the same these days, then you're not alone, and you may actually kind of be right. I've often thought to myself that there's a lack of uniqueness in today's popular music, and I feel like this is a pretty common complaint amongst the public. According to a recent survey from the Harris poll, 52% of Americans agree that there isn't as much variety in music now as there was in the past. A major factor contributing to this is that many pop artists are aiming for 120 beats per minute in their songs, which has become the average tempo for the majority of music because it's a pretty versatile tempo. It can be used for upbeat songs as well as slower ballads. Aside from using the same tempo, it's become a trend for artists to use the same song structure, same chords, and same production elements, leading to artists essentially writing and rewriting the same music. A lot of artists also tend to have repetitive lyrics, and when it comes to pop music, those lyrics just aren't that unique or deep. And I mean, it is understandable. You wouldn't want to listen to some deep, sad song when you're just trying to vibe on the way home from work. It can be difficult to find music these days that truly sounds like nothing you've ever heard before, especially depending on how you choose to consume music, whether you use a streaming service or you mostly listen to music on the radio while driving. When it comes to streaming services, of course you're only going to find music that sounds like everything else you've heard because they're catering to what you listen to as well as what's popular at the moment. In today's landscape, there's also a lot of pressure placed on artists for them to make music that sounds like what's already popular and trendy, and we as the public eat it up because it's all we know. We love hopping on trends and we love repetition. This pressure can make it harder for new artists to break through as well, especially those in different genres, because their music isn't creating the latest TikTok trend or getting played over and over store speakers. Take Zara Larsson, for example, an artist who has been around for quite some time, but only recently started achieving mainstream success because one of her songs became the subject of a meme. Larsson chose to embrace the newfound success because of it and changed up her image and style to match it. Now, I think Zara is a talented vocalist, but doing this also shows that she's a smart businesswoman who understands that the key to success in today's music industry is doing what's popular. Another aspect contributing to the repetition in pop music that I've noticed is the overuse of sampling, which, if you don't really understand what sampling is, it's basically taking a snippet from another artist's song and then using it in your own song. I think it can be a very cool aspect of music, especially if done in a creative manner, but there is just so much of it these days. And I can understand wanting to pay homage to another artist by putting a new spin on something, but there does come a point when, to me, it's kind of like, why do you have to use someone else's work? Can you not create something original? And that's the issue, is that there is a purposeful lack of originality in today's pop music. On the other side of this, people have kind of always been complaining about this sort of thing. It's not a new issue by any means, but it certainly is becoming more noticeable. After all, pop music is popular because it's what the majority of the public typically likes. Like I said, we as humans love repetition. We love what's familiar to us, and pop music is generally universal and reflects the trends in our world. In October of 2025, singer-songwriter Charlie Puth took to Instagram to address this kind of criticism in today's music, framing it as the natural evolution of music.
Lately, there's been a lot of discussion about when two songs have similar melodies. There's only 12 notes in a scale, so when you're writing a new song, there are bound to be similarities to an older song. If I could just take a moment and say this, sometimes artists will accidentally interpolate each other, and it's almost never done maliciously. We have to really stop demonizing this when it happens. Interpolations and sampling, this stuff has been going on for a really long time, and some great music has come about because of it.
So it's a bit of an endless cycle. The repetition and familiarity are why we enjoy pop music, thus pushing pop artists to continue to make music that sounds like what's popular. We complain about it, but we listen to it anyway. We are why it's popular. So, yes, most pop music may sound the same, and though I and many others long for creativity in pop music, it just might be the happy medium. This has been the JCOM Music Podcast. Thank you for tuning in, and be sure to check out our other episodes.